Hi guys, welcome back. I took a little break, but I'm back, and Alicia has been entertaining you with a lot of amazing episodes. And it feels good to be back. And my guest of today for the FMLLE Spotlight is the very talented hip hop rapper Dilin Nair, better known as Raftaar. And to be honest, he doesn't really need an introduction. Raftaar is the total package. He has been an entertainer from a young age, and his journey started with dance, which is still a big part of his life. But it didn't stop there. Like he's writing, producing his own music, and that has become his foundation to be the international music mogul he is now. Hi,
Hey, what's up? What's up, man?
how are
Hey
you?
guys, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm
So
happy
I
to
was
see
actually
you.
I slept off by mistake. I came from a shoot and I had to go for another shoot, so I slept by mistake, man. I'm so sorry.
Oh, but you don't look sleepy, so you look good.
I got up quickly, washed up my face and everything, and just tie
Oh,
my hair
okay,
really
okay.
quick.
Now it took me an hour to get ready for it, and you kind of look better now. So I don't know what's wrong.
All good, all good. 1 minute is all I take to get ready, so yeah, that's fine.
Nice, nice.
How are you
Before we
guys
start,
doing? It's nice to connect to you all, man. It's nice to see Indian people, they see people out there in other countries, and still
yeah,
connected to their roots and their music and their artists. So it's yeah.
I'm happy we have artists like you because that's why we can still have like new music and still feel like, okay, we're back to our roots. So thank you for that. Thank you so much. But before we start like the whole interview, I would love to ask you how you're doing because we ask that question a lot during like our greetings and stuff, but don't really listen. So tell us, like, how have you been lately?
It's been fine. Like has been uh, everybody is learning to live in a new way. सब नए तरीके से जीना सीख रहे हैं अब. Everybody is getting used to this new normal that you have to live
Yeah,
with masks and everything. So yeah, so
yeah.
just
But
adapting to
like,
all of that. That's what's
mm-hmm.
going on.
And like on your creative side, like how has that changed? Like, has it been something positive?
See, for artists, it's always been a lockdown. We are always trapped inside our house or studios and constantly
Yeah.
writing about everything. So it's a constant lockdown for artists anyhow. So for us, it was like something happened to the entire world and turned them into artists. So I think
Yeah.
everybody had more time to be at home and write new stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. And so, like I said in my introduction, I don't really think you need an introduction, like to like tell people who you are. But like, I really want to know who you are as a person because who is the person that created Raftaar? Like, who is Dilin Nair itself?
Well, it's the same. Like Dilin Nair Raftaar is the one and the same thing. It is just the name that I took up because Raftaar sounded cooler on stage. So there is no difference between Dilin and Raftaar. It's just that I dreamt and that's the product. So it's just that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not that it's like your alter ego or something.
No, there is no alter ego. Raftaar and Dilin are the same people. It's the same people. Like
Nice.
I just changed my name to be able to for that to look cool on stage. That's what it. There's nothing
Okay.
else.
Okay.
Like Raftaar is a name that I could rhyme with a lot of things, and it's
Yeah.
easier to remember for everybody. Like Dilin Nair is a bit different as an artist. Like it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't come up with that oomph.
Yeah. Okay, okay, nice. And I don't think there's such thing as an overnight success. You've had a really interesting journey, and I can imagine that it wasn't always that easy, like how it's now for you. So I would love to know, like, where did you get your motivation and inspiration from, like when you just started and still now?
We especially in hip hop, we all start hip hop with one single idea in our mind that we want to change our present times. Like we want to change the conditions we are in right now. We want to change the way we live. We want to change the way our family lives, and you know what I mean. Like change the complete. As per Indian society, status बदलने के लिए, class बदलने के लिए to come into a bigger tax bracket because you live. The way you live changes completely. So yeah, it started off with that. I used to look at all those, rappers and just see how they had all the blings and big cars and chains, and that is what we thought is what we needed. When we started off, because you don't know there are other responsibilities on you. You need to take care of a lot of people in your family. You feed them. It changes with time. So
Yeah.
started off with wishes that I want to have a lot of cars and big mansions and everything. That was the idea. But once I got into it, it completely changed. The way hip hop works in India. is completely different, and we guys have just started getting our royalties and everything, so the scene is becoming even more beautiful, so even better
Yeah.
for the newer artists, because back in the days it was very difficult to put our music out and for people to reach it. Now it's easier for us to put music out and people to reach it. It's difficult to maintain that same kind of eyes on your product
Yeah.
always, because there's new people coming out every day, which is good. So in a way, I would never say our journey was difficult compared to what people are facing now. It's always same, time, somehow society and time manage to balance it out. Always, it is always going to be tough and it is always going to be easy. It all just boils down to your talent and what you want to
Yeah.
achieve with it.
And if you really want it also, because with the right intentions, I think.
True,
Because some
true.
people just want to be famous, and like being an artist is not about being famous, if I can say
No,
that.
I'll be really honest, man. I wanted to become famous because I wanted to make money and change everything around me. And
Mm-hmm.
once that happened, it became like a professional kind of a setup. So I don't care about the name and the fame, and I don't care if people recognize me on the streets. But I would want the same kind of income that I'm making right now, for me to have that every day, because that makes a lot
Yeah.
of things happen around me. That lets a lot of other people live their dreams apart from me as well.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Love that. And also, like you sound like a really wise man. So, what advice would you have given your younger self?
Nothing, man. Just do all the mistakes you have always made, because it is what has defined me as a person and made me reach where I am. So I would change nothing. Because if I
Nice.
could choose, then everybody could choose, right? Then it's only fair.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like,
You
no
can't go back and
regrets.
change the past. That's what you learn. It's like your books. You
Yeah.
can't go back and start studying again, right? You have
No.
your
And you can change history
way through your
also.
school and college just once, because those are
Yeah.
the books you choose. Those are the mistakes and friends you make. And it's never changing, and it
Part of
shouldn't change
life.
as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's also like I think has a lot to do with your music. I think if you could just change everything, like your music wouldn't be as real as it is like now, right? If you could change like every mistake.
Definitely, definitely. Because you wouldn't be everybody writes the same stories. It's not like somebody's coming up with a new story. The same story of how somebody wants to come out of where they are. They want to become big. They want to escape all the issues they have, all the problems they are facing. It's the same story. It's just every rapper presents it in a different way.
Yeah.
That is the beauty of hip hop. The stories don't change, the problems don't change. We live in the same society. We have the same kind of dreams, but it's just the way you express it changes. So, yep,
Nice,
definitely
nice.
helps.
And what does your creative process look like? Because what you said, like in your head, you always were like having like a semi-lockdown kind of feeling. So how does your creative process look like?
See, we keep listening to music, or when I make music, like I'm making a beat, a random beat, and sometimes you start vibing on it and you come up with something. Sometimes what happens is you come up with a random hook in your head and you're humming the hook up and you make the beat around it. So there is no definitive way of making music. You can choose
Mm-hmm.
any way, any way. You can write first and make music later, or you can make music first and write later, or you can get somebody else to make music and you can write. And uh, most of the times there are people who hire people to write for them. It's not something that is an issue, because that is how musicians work outside. It is just
Yeah.
becoming a normal in India now, for people to
Yeah. And
accept that
also giving the
people sit
recognition as
together
well.
and write music. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think also giving the recognition, because I'm not sure, but like here, like if somebody else writes the song, they always show like the person that wrote it. But
But that
I
is a
don't know
big
if people
no-no
are
in
doing
hip hop. Like
secretly.
you can do that for your music, but if
Mm.
you're a rapper, that is a big no-no. Nobody can write your
Yeah,
stuff, because it's your story to explain. It's the same story, but the way you want to express is your way. That is what makes you different from the other rapper. But
yeah,
if you're writing a song, like it's a musical piece, something that is going to be a commercial
more
hit or
commercial.
something, you get together and it is a business. You create a product that goes out and sells. And like any business, there are middlemen, there are the beginners, the front, the dealers, everything is there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
like the whole collaboration like
Yeah.
exists.
Because
And
everybody is important at a particular stage. Maybe you want somebody to do good guitars for you.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That is because there is no way one person alone is creating music, because somebody else has definitely played a guitar on it. Somebody else made that loop that
Mm-hmm.
turned into your song. Somebody
Yeah,
made that sample that turned. So it's always been a joint effort.
yeah, it's always a
Yeah. It's
collaboration.
just, yeah.
Nice, nice. And I also believe like Raftaar is more than an artist, like it's a brand in itself. Is it also like it's also something that constantly change, I think, with age, but also like how you grow as an artist? Are you aware of this process? And is there like a blueprint you're following, like to see like, okay, Raftaar, this is my personal brand, and it changes with like a bit.
No, I just do everything I love, like everything I wished for, everything that I thought I might be able to achieve one day. I'm just a kid fulfilling my dreams, man. It as basic as that. Like I love dancing. I wanted to be a part of something which involves dancing. I love writing. I love coming up with video ideas. So there is a little bit of director in me. So you have all those traits. You're a creative person at the end. It's not like you're just a rapper. You're not just a musician, because you are just expressing yourself, and you can choose any medium you want.
Yeah. Just stay doing what you like, because you like what you
Yeah, just stay doing what you like, man. It's one life. You wouldn't want to go down like
No.
years down the line and be like, why didn't I get the opportunity to do this when I could have?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way of, there is no way of coming back. Like you said, if you could change anything in the past, you should create your future in a way that you don't need to change anything. Come back and change it. So yeah.
But
So
also,
I do anything, everything that is, close to my heart, everything I feel like doing, everything that is creative, because it is for me to be happy later on, for me to feel like I fulfilled, my purpose. I completely touched my potential.
yeah, love it. Because also, like when you were on a Dance India dance, you never knew that you would be like a jury.
Never, like who
when you're
starts
like,
off? I started off because I wanted a big car, or I wanted a big house. I wanted
yeah.
to change it for my family. Like I said, I wanted that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that wish that made me churn out my creative side. I became hungrier by the day. I became hungrier by the day because it was not as easy as I thought it would be. And once I got there, see, for people, you are like a channel. Mm-hmm. They've got multiple channels to choose from. How do you evolve? Like any TV channel or any radio channel, how do you evolve to keep your entertainers right there, your audience right there, to keep them glued to you? How do you inspire them to do more than you do? Why should one person be branded as just a rapper? Why should one person be branded as just a singer? Probably that very good singer is a good producer too, like Arijit Singh. Arijit Singh is a very good music producer and an arranger, and that's how he started off. And then he's a really good, singer. But we shouldn't forget what he started off as, because that is something he's really good at again. Mm-hmm. So yeah, everybody has like a multiple sides. I think Arijit Bhai also wants to direct a movie in the future.
I cannot wait to see that.
That is definitely there, because it's just creative people, man. There is not one creative. It's always multiple creative sides.
Yeah, I really love that. Like how you also says it. Like it isn't like you only have to be an artist your whole life. Like just be the creative person you are, and like with time it will change maybe. But like where you come from and what you started with. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, nice. And also we had a lot of questions from fans, and it was really hard to pick some out. So I picked a couple out that were asked a lot. And I couldn't pick them all, so I'm so sorry.
No problem.
The most asked question was, when can we expect your upcoming EP, Barish?
My EP starts dropping next month. In fact, I came here to shoot that only. I shot a video yesterday with all my boys. Mm-hmm. So that's happened. And I'm going today to shoot another video.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Okay, nice.
Because we were unable to shoot videos, and I didn't want to release anything without like a visual to it. It's your baby. It's something you want to say. It needs to have something that stays with you. Like I said, if that video, even people don't watch it after 10 years, I still will. It is something I created from my soul. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Love that you do things for yourself. Like it's like good that you do it for others also, but you have to be happy with it like 10 years later also. The next question is from @behoed_heart_hip_hop _memer. Barish EP kitne songs are featuring here?
Man, the songs keep changing because I keep on making songs. It might be 5, it might be 6, but I'm dropping a song every week from like the coming month onwards.
Okay, nice. So, yeah. Okay. So it's still like a little surprise for us.
We have songs, but we keep adding songs as well,
Mm-hmm. That's always better.
We keep getting featuring. Sometimes what happens is you sit down, you start making a song, and you suddenly come up with something, and you're like, man, this needs to be on the EP, or probably this needs to be a single, or probably this needs to go to that particular guy's album, because it's gonna, we help each other that way. We never know. It's just that making music together. That's the only purpose. We'll keep releasing one each week, so there is no issue.
I cannot wait. Nice. The next one is from @ayuk_. What's your take on growing hate in the Indian hip hop society? To be honest, I didn't know if there was like a lot of hate, so that's why I also wanted to ask this question. Like,
See, it's not hate. It's about proving your side right. What happened is what happens is we as me also as an audience, when I was a kid, I just realized it, is that we used to choose sides. Like there is the Game versus 50 Cent, right? And I
yeah,
used to listen to a lot of Game. Then I had a friend who listened to a lot of 50 Cent.
mm-hmm.
And although both MCs are really good, but we would get into a personal fight about who is better.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because we want to prove us right. We don't want to prove those artists right. We want to prove ourselves right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that which creates that. It's still kiddish. It's nothing serious. I don't think there is a lot of hate here. It's just opinions are different. Different opinions, different choices.
Okay.
That will always be there. That will never change.
Never
How can it happen? Two brands. It's like Pepsi and Coca-Cola fighting, man.
Yeah, and they still work together. Like sometimes they
Definitely.
So, yeah.
That just never happens because it's the way I like again, like I said, every rapper is telling the same story. It's the way we express that is different. He's telling the same story that's different. I'm going to tell the same story. It's about who tells the same story in a better way.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true. Okay, the next one is
that's okay. That's competitive. So
yeah, true. That's also, but I think that's also something that will keep you on your toes. So like
definitely, you want to upgrade yourself. You constantly want to evolve. Like, how do you keep up with the times? By being more than what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Otherwise, like you would be mediocre, and nobody wants to be a mediocre artist.
Definitely.
Okay, nice. The next one is from @Tanish_189. Who's the best lyrical Indian rapper, or like make it international rapper according to you? So it doesn't have to be Indian. Like for you, who do you think like is the best lyrical rapper?
Lyrically in India, man, if I have to choose somebody, EPR.
And like worldwide, like is there somebody like maybe from?
Man, I cannot put anybody on the first spot. Just never can, because every time somebody is excelling, somebody's coming up with something new. So it's very with words especially, it's very unfair to put somebody on the number one spot.
Yeah. Okay.
There is no number one spot when it comes to poets. How do you find out which poet is the best poet out of all?
True.
An MC is the same. Is the same. And right now, how do you treat somebody as the lyrically superior? By the number of views they get, or by approval of people like me, or people who are from the industry?
Yeah, that's good. That I understand. And a lot of your followers were asking questions about international collabs. Like there were a lot of them. So I know that you said like with the AP, like there's things changing, but are there any like in the works what you can tell us about? Like a lot of people were suggesting a couple of names, so I don't know like if I didn't know about it. So
the most interesting part about my life right now is that it's not just my music that I'm excited about that is coming out, or my ventures. It's a lot of other dreams that are connected to me now.
Yeah.
If Karma gets a hit song, if Krishna gets a hit song, if any of these guys make a good song, and it gives them back the love they deserve, it makes me happy as well. So right now it's a very good phase. Everybody's journey is like my journey, and I'm going through everybody's stages with them.
Yeah. To be honest, I've spoken to a lot of people, but also like in the Dutch scene, and I don't see people like being so supportive and like to others. Like it's always like, oh yeah, it's my brother, it's my bro, but like behind the scenes is like, no, get me on the
welcome to India.
Yeah.
Welcome to India.
But
no matter how much we hate each other, or how competitive it gets, it's always going to be love for each other. It always will be, because at the end of the day we are doing the same thing. If by God forbid somebody is in a problem that we all together can solve, we'll definitely all be together in that scenario.
Nice. It's good to hear. But also to get to know you a little bit better, I have like a little rapid fire, and after you finish the questions, I will maybe dive into some to get like a little bit deeper. So you ready?
Always, please.
Okay. The first lyrics I ever wrote was about?
It was about love.
Okay.
Because that is what was going on. I heard Jay Sean's record when I was going to a school trip. I had this Walkman I had borrowed, and he said, make song about girls, because that work.
Yeah.
I really took it seriously back then. I was like, man, okay, if people want to pay attention to that, let me start writing about it.
Yeah. But were you really in love, or was it just like...
No, it's just what you see on TV, man. That definition of love.
Okay, nice.
Too young to have a girlfriend back then.
The biggest misconception about me is.
I have no idea, man. For people, I think I'm like an open book. Everybody knows me. Everybody knows what all I do. Especially in the days of social media, nothing is hidden.
No.
Yeah, because I don't think there are many misconceptions about me. There definitely must be rumors out there which you can't help, and
Yeah.
I don't know what they are, so
Yeah.
I can't
But
tell
you
you.
shouldn't also like have like a lot of time to like try to tell people no, that's not true. Like,
Oh,
oh,
back when there was a time when I used to be on social media and would read and see how people are doing. Not anymore. Like I prefer living my life to the
yeah,
full.
better.
I started living now. It
Hmm.
is not about how you witness me living. It's about me really living it.
Yeah, yeah, nice. That's also good for your mental health. That's amazing. I would love to collab with.
Every new artist who's good.
Nice, nice. If I could only pick one song I could listen to, it would be for your whole life, like, or let's say until 2020. Like, let's give you a break, like for the upcoming.
Okay, for this year, Lord Give Me a Sign by DMX. Like that is my go-to song for all the time. Every time I'm, recharge myself somehow through a song, that is
Mm-hmm.
the song. Lord Give Me a Sign. It's a
Nice.
very
Okay, and the next one, I would love my legacy to be.
Kalamkaar.
Okay, okay, okay. Would you like to elaborate, like on that one?
It's their dreams, man. Whatever they achieve is going to be a part of me now. So
Nice,
yeah,
love it, love it. And I'm most proud of.
constantly get to live that phase where you're beginning.
Yeah,
It's that initial stage where you want to
hunger.
break through. You're really hungry. I get to see that every day, so that keeps me going as well.
Nice, love to hear that. Nice. And I'm most proud of.
I think myself because I achieved what I wanted to.
Yeah,
I should give myself that credit.
yeah,
I'm
nice.
really proud of the fact that I could change it for my family. I'm really proud of the fact that my family is proud of me. I'm really proud of the fact that I could do this and become Raftaar from Dilin, like you started off.
Mm-hmm. Nice, nice. Okay. And I have like a couple of your songs in my workout playlist, and it really helps me during my workout. And I was wondering, like, what are some of your favorite songs to work out
I need to start working out for that first.
on?
It's been, but I promise I'll start. But I promise I'll start. I just thought my clothes didn't fit anymore, and I was like, man,
Yeah,
it's time
you
to
look
get back.
good.
I don't
Okay.
even have an excuse that the gyms are shut because the government has opened them.
Yeah,
So
yeah, but you're busy. You're busy working on like from
no,
next.
no, I'll find time. I have to.
Yeah. Okay. Let me know like ever like what your playlist is. Maybe I can pick some songs out of it. But
Uh,
mhm.
you simply go to any of these streaming sites and just press a specific genre and put shuffle on it because that's the way you get to listen to new kind of music.
Music. Yeah.
Right
Okay.
now, when you become a musician yourself, you
Yeah.
somehow slowly, steadily, you don't have favorites anymore. Once you become
No.
a musician, because you want to listen to more, explore more, and you
Mhm.
don't want to stick to a particular artist because you begin to sound like them.
Yeah. True. Otherwise, like you're not like how do you say that with new music and new creators.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very necessary.
Okay. Okay. Nice. So also, what advice would you have given to like new artists? And what should they watch out for like in the industry?
Just find your tone, man. That's the most important because the first thing that people connect to is your voice. And
Mm-hmm.
if your voice is strong, people listen to the lyrics as well.
Yeah.
That is a big problem artists face, and it's very difficult to tell it to them. How would you go out and tell somebody you don't have a strong voice? But you
Yeah.
can make your voice strong by working on it. That's very
Mhm.
necessary. It should be a way where you come out with just 4 lines and people want to listen to it because there's a throw in it. That's
Yeah.
very necessary to have your own personal tone. That is what
Yeah.
differentiates between you and the other person.
Not like, oh, he sounds like him or her.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, you might say the same thing, you might have the same story, but just sound different.
yeah, nice. Okay, and are there some do's or don'ts? Like, but I know you have no regrets, so maybe you think like, no, there are no regrets.
Your voice cracked, man, like the video.
Oh, sorry, I said like I know that you have like no regrets, but are there like some do's or don'ts that you would say to those people like you should do that or you should do that?
Wow. If you please don't sign a deal without reading it.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. That's the
Yeah.
most important thing you need to know in this industry. Don't sign a deal without completely reading it. bringing it to your parents and, you know, making them go through it. I understand you really want to make it, you know,
Yeah.
at that. I have signed some blank contracts back in the days.
Oh
That
wow.
is, I don't want anybody to do it. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
lucky enough to get out of it, but it's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult to get out of such mess. Yeah. So stay very calm.
Okay, okay, nice. And look, like, I don't really know you that well, but like the times that I've spoken to you really like shortly, like to make this work, I had the feeling that I was talking to a really humble man, and I can understand that you cannot always be like really nice to people. And I don't want to say you cannot be nice, but like people will maybe think like, oh, I know him from Instagram or I know him from his song. He's my bhai. I know him. He has to give me time. So how do you make sure that you keep yourself sane, but also how do you deal with it all? Because I can imagine sometimes you just want to have like alone time or just not be Raftaar.
It's very simple. I never pretend. If you meet me in the real life, I'm the same person you meet on screen. So I don't need to put an effort to act when I'm on screen. So it's like, this is the way I live. It's just normal.
Yeah, but it's not sometimes that it's too much for you. Like if people want to take pictures or something, or can you
They
be?
come meet me, I hug them, and right now,
Now it's like this.
not a lot of people want hugs.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Okay.
fine, man. It's the reason I am who I am is because of these people. So if I meet anybody personally, if I see them anywhere, I love a hug, man. I'm a hugger.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh, nice. Good to hear that also. Because I can imagine like sometimes it would be a lot, but if you like are like how you are with them, then I
No,
guess.
it's you chose it. We chose this life.
Yeah.
It's going to bring all of it. We have to take everything that comes with it. We can't be complaining. If we want a big house, we definitely have to have big followers who love us. So it just goes hand in hand. Which each break in my house, there's somebody I need to thank. So it's okay if I hug anybody, man.
I
It's
really
okay.
like how you think about those things. It's really nice to see like somebody that has
It's because I came from right there. I know you meet somebody, you somehow feel like one day you will turn out to be like them, that you want to get inspired from them. So it's okay if somebody's taking an inspiration from me, somebody's finding any sort of love in me. I'm glad, man. It's a purpose in life.
Nice, nice. And like you already said, like now in the Indian hip hop industry, like people are getting their royalties and stuff. So the Indian hip hop scene is growing.
In the music scene, the complete music scene.
Oh, the whole music scene. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like the Indian hip hop scene itself is growing a lot. I see that also. But how have you experienced this type of change in the industry for yourself, but also for the other artists you're working with?
The other artists I'm working with, there are always Kalamkaar boys. And Rashmeet is there. We have Rashmeet from Kalamkaar. She's the only, I don't know how she manages to sit between us, man. But she's such a talented artist. So I, end up making a lot of music with her because she's very quick with melodies and she's got a sharp mind. And there are our boys who are still in the studio in the other room.
Yeah, nice.
Let me see if I can call some of them to say hi to them.
Nice.
Mama! Amma! Amma, karma ude ko bhejna.
Nice, fun. But that like, did something change like in the industry now, or do you think like it's going good?
It's constantly changing. It's constantly changing. We are ever evolving. There are businesses from outside who want to get in touch with India, who want to expand and explore in India.
I hope to see like collabs with like Dutch Desi artists with you.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
That's
working hard.
You can call Brishav also. First time. We have a new guy with us, Brishav. He just joined Kalamkaar. He's a very sweet guy and a very fine Punjabi rapper.
Okay, nice. Can I wait to hear more?
That's the first time he's saying hi to everybody. To the people. Brishav mere naal. Kithe reh gaya Brishav? Deep ute Brishav mere naal. Just say hello, man.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Hi. So these are boys. They're still making music. They're working on something in the studio.
I cannot wait. Nice.
It's fun. That's exactly what I meant. Like, we don't sit around making music because it's just business. We love making music. And gladly, we have found a way where we can make business out of it.
Nice. Good to
There's
see
so much that we make that we don't release because, it's just for yourself. Sometimes you make a beat and it's a good beat, but you don't find words to say on it. So now happened is all those beats that were just laying dormant in my folders. These guys have started using it.
Nice, but that it gets a use out of it also.
Yeah.
That's good. Nice, nice. And are there any other projects we can expect this upcoming year, which you can tell us more about? I know there's a lot of
Well, I
going
signed
on.
to Sony now, so you can
Yeah,
expect.
congratulations about that.
Yeah, to make some good, nice, fun dance music over there.
Nice.
That is definitely happening. And the best part is Sony and Kalamkaar are doing the distribution of Kalamkaar music together, which is very good for the hip hop scene. Because if people start believing in, these small labels that we people are creating, it is going to put India on the map outside, because people like to deal with corporations than individuals.
True, true. That's unfortunately, but like I think like with the whole collaboration, I will see a lot of amazing music, and I hope that you will collaborate in the future with a lot of amazing Dutch Desi
If you
like
go back and
rappers.
see my history of me making music, I've never collaborated with, on my personal records, I've never collaborated with people who are very famous. I have collaborated with people who are good musicians.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's not difficult for me to go out and get a verse from a particular person, or
yeah,
get a particular person to sing it, but then
yeah,
it becomes like the same formula everybody's cracking, get
yeah,
the person on a hook. This person does the music, this person does the video, and it definitely works, because it's
yeah,
like a blueprint people have cracked. I make music with people I can associate with, I can
yeah.
sit with, I can jam with, and come up with something.
Yeah, nice, nice. I cannot wait to see the upcoming projects. But are there also like things a lot of people don't know about you? You said you're a really open book, but like this is a question that I always ask so that we can get to know the person a little bit better.
And I don't know, because the best part about being a rapper is you tell them everything about yourself. Your
Mm-hmm.
songs are like your history books about yourself that you're writing.
Yeah.
It tells you everything about you. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't think rappers have much to hide, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's
I
always
think
out.
like if you're really honest, like I think
And,
that you
and
don't.
people and rappers especially connect on a very, very brotherly, very la familia kind of scale, because
Mhm.
it's almost like we are saying their personal stories.
Yeah, true, true.
So it's
Nice.
different
Okay. So if you
compared.
want to get to know you a little bit better, you have to listen to those songs really carefully. Like listen to
Yeah,
the
that is good.
lyrics.
It streams that way.
Yeah.
Yes, you can get to know somebody. Is go listen to their music. Please do.
Yeah. Okay. Nice, nice. And before we end this interview, like, what is your personal mantra you live by?
There is no mantra, man. I'm still learning from life. Life throws different things at you every day, and you learn to dodge them.
Yeah.
So it's new things every day, and there is no specific mantra. The mantra is to find your sanity in between all of this. To
Mm.
keep reminding yourself you are capable of a lot, but you are a human being. You
Yeah.
need to turn off and on at the right time. That is what you need to learn.
Yeah.
That is my mantra, to turn off and on at the right time.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. I could talk to you like for hours also like
Thank
because
you.
of your amazing energy and like everything you just told us. So I cannot wait to see all your amazing projects and yeah, like is there something you want to share with
But there's a collective question entire India wants to ask, I think. How do we spell your name? How do you say your name, man? Like, I have not addressed you by your name just by
I
the
know.
not being able to say it.
Oh yeah, I hear this every time, but my name is Chéréneffe.
Chéréneffe.
Yeah, Chéréneffe.
Chéréneffe Fleur.
Yeah, Fleur is my surname, but yeah.
Wow.
Thank you so much. But yeah, you did it really
Amazing.
good. Maybe in the
Thanks a
future
lot.
we will teach each other maybe Dutch and stuff. Like that was a game, but because we had a lot of questions, I kept it out. But like maybe next time.
Definitely next time. I'll just leave for the shoot.
Yeah,
And
good luck. Good luck.
I'm so glad we could do this. Please
Same.
give my love to everybody out there.
That's for
And
sure.
भाइयों बहनों जितने भी आप लोग देख रहे हो, safe रहना, संभल के रहना, please. Take care of your health.
Thank you so much. Bye bye. Good luck later.